All right, let's do this.
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he not real? Is he there? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Delia? Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign. The tree. What's he trying to tell you? He's waiting for you by the tree.
That's a lot of dead bodies hanging off that tree. Alright. What's next?
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
I think this is probably the last session, guys. I feel like it's coming to an end, this game. Oh, there's another one. Another storytelling stone pillar.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
Alright. I think there's another one there. Oh yeah, by the way, I think I figured out what that thing is on the right there, the gold thing hanging off her belt. I think that's the mirror that she was holding before. Okay, we're just gonna explore a little bit. What's this? Must be for something, I don't know. And the tree is right there. Okay, did we miss anything? We were there, we went there. Did I miss that? Yeah, there's another one over there. But I don't think you can do anything with it. Alright, let's do this. Let's get in the tree. Creepy. Oh, it's a sword.
Take it. A sword. Take it. Dillian left it for you. Take it. Take it. Take it.
Senua, Imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands, where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to the shard.
Go to the shards.
What's the shard? Find it.
It's the metal runestones.
It's in front of you. Find it. Metal. The runes.
You need that sword.
Go to the shard.
Where is it?
Find it. There it is.
Focus.
There's the shard. Focus.
Focus.
Use your eyes. Look.
Get closer.
What can you see? Go to it. It's not safe.
Don't go
A
near
king
it.
in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place.
Where are we?
Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes, and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Dead in the air. You can feel the dead. Why did he do this?
Turn back.
Why would he bring her here? It's not something. Why would he do something so dangerous? Never do.
Never risk her.
There's power too much. He loves her. It's not different. He loves her.
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Hervor, the daughter of a berserker born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Okay. Looks like she's all good now. She's not limping around anymore. So we got those blue stones that we went through or something. We looked in the reflection and now we're here or something. And there's like 3 more or something, I think. All right. What do we got here?
Don't go in there. Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it. This will help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
Well, this looks like fun.
Who's there?
Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
Thought so. Let's go back here because there was something here. This is cool, man. I love me some caves or dungeon, whatever the hell this is, with the torch. Cool. Where's the spider webs?
I'll find him.
Jeez, there's so many places to go.
What's that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? His voice or the voice of the dead? Not Dillian.
Dillian's calling to you. Can you
Where
hear
is he?
him?
Where is he?
He sounds like he's getting further away.
Have you lost him?
You're going the wrong way.
Are you lost and have you lost him?
Where are you? Turn left.
Turn right.
Over this way.
What was that?
This way. Follow this way.
Nothing.
Where are we?
Cool lighting there with the opening.
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist.
She has to keep going. It's not safe here.
The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
It's too scary.
Okay, we were there. Let's go this way. I hate when there's so many different entrances and exits or whatever. You just don't know which one to go first.
I can hear him.
Within the burial mound, Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
The voice is getting louder. Listen.
Dillian.
Listen, listen, listen.
It's him.
Listen. It's getting louder.
There he is.
You're getting closer.
Keep going.
Senua, follow the voice.
You're nearly there.
Dillian,
It's him. He's going to save you.
find the voice.
Find him.
Dillian. Okay, the voices are coming from the right side, but left side is probably...
Find another way. It's not working.
You have to use your mind. Where can you go?
You're failing. Find another way.
Think.
Focus.
Use your mind.
Where's he gone? He's disappeared. You let him slip through your fingers once again.
You don't recognize it.
Don't doubt yourself. You'll never find it.
She doesn't recognize it.
Yes, you do. You know.
She doesn't.
Yes, it's not him. It's not him.
We told you. We told you it was a trick.
I just don't want to miss out on anything. Oh, it's the same thing over and over again, so we gotta go this way. I think. Dead end.
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian.
What's happening?
It's not him. It can't be. What's that sound? The voice is changing.
That's not Dillian.
That doesn't sound like Dillian.
It sounds like something dangerous.
Something is here. Something is in the labyrinth.
Something evil.
I don't even know if we've... Who lit that up?
Hervor ignores her father's warnings. The grave mound opens, and it seems to be full of fire. Again, Hervor demands her inheritance, but her father warns her that the sword is cursed and would be the bane of her family. But he relents and brings her the sword. She leaves the island with it, but the curse holds true, and death would follow in the years to come. And so, Senua, the misdeeds of a father have cursed his daughter.
Ooh, if you walk too far away, the voice starts to fade away. Okay, we're getting closer. Here we go.
Quiet. He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
What's in there? What's in there? What is it? A secret room. It was. How do you get in there?
How does she get in
That voice. It's not Dillian.
Don't stop now. Don't give up now. Find a way.
You're too close to stop.
Same thing over and over again. There we go.
Dillian wants me to face my fears. Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you, no! They will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
That was a nice cutscene there.
It's done. You did it, but there's more. There's more. You're tired, but you have to keep going. There's still more. There's always more to do. It's not going to be easy. Can you do another one? It's too much. Have you got the energy? She hasn't got the energy. No. Too much to do.
All right, and I should have kept, you know, that red place that we went through before the cutscene, the red, and then the door, and I got the escape or something trophy. I should have went right first because I missed something. There was like a little more exploring to do on the right side. I think I might have missed one of those stones. You know, those stones where the guy talks, tells you about some story. I may have missed something like that. I hate that. I hate missing out on stuff like that. I knew I should have went right, man. But what can you do now? Gotta keep going. Here's the next one.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Oh, wow. Cool. But you know what? I just read before that if you die too much in this game, you lose your save file. That kind of sucks. But you know what? I haven't died yet, have I? Haven't experienced that yet. Just too good. What's that? This place looks cool. What?
It's lighter. It's nicer. I like it here. Can we stay? Let's stay here. I like the way it feels. It's safe here. It's calm here. It's light here. It's nice. The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What happened? The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
Alright. Guess we're crossing the bridge. Looks so fucking cool, man.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
All right.
Dillion is in her. Don't forget. You can feel it. You need the runes to fight Dillion. You need Dillion. He's waiting for you.
He always said he would wait.
He's close.
He cares about you.
He's close. He loves you. Calling you. Dillion. Dillion, we're here.
Dillion.
We're nearly here.
Check it out, man. That looks fucking nice. The sun shining on that wood. Beautiful.
Open the gate. She can't. Open the gate.
It's locked. Try harder. She can't. Open the gate. She can't. She can't. She will. She will. She will.
And we're back. I guess we only went there to get this shape. Nope, nothing.
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you?
It's not safe.
That looks cool, man. That looks just as good as before when the sun was shiny on the wood.
You have no chance. Dillion.
There he is.
There he is.
What are you waiting for?
Quick, find a way.
Find him.
Go through.
Before he disappears.
Dillion, don't lose him.
Slip away too many times.
Please let him disappear.
Dillion, there he is.
Quick.
Where is he?
Where's he gone?
We're in the wrong world.
He's not here.
She's in the wrong world.
He's not in this world.
He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world.
The dark.
The dark world.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillion taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
Oh, we got something. Where is it? Oh, didn't even see that.
Senua, you've got it. He didn't believe that she was cursed.
Why isn't he here? He saved you when
He's
everyone
gone.
else
He's in
turned
the
their
dark
back.
world. He's gone to the dark world.
You're in the wrong world.
He's in the other world.
The dark world.
Without you. Dillian saved you from them.
What about that door up there? Can we do anything?
You can't go up
You
there.
can't go up
Not him whispering in your ear.
Not in this world. You can't.
Beautiful.
He was the only one she could trust.
Could she trust him?
I guess we gotta change. No, we can go through the door now. Okay, we gotta change to back to the dark world, right? And then that gate should be open. We'll be able to go and find this Dillian. Dillian. Not Dylan, but Dillian. Alright. I think we can go inside now.
The bridge. You've come this far, but the bridge is broken.
There's no way you can fix it.
What do you do now, Sen?
Fucking laughing at me and shit.
You are guilty.
Was it worth it? There he is.
Where are you taking
He's
me?
up there.
He's up there.
How do you get up there?
There's a way. There is a way up there.
Find the way.
She can do it. You're nearly there. She can find the way.
I couldn't see the darkness within you.
You're still alive, still alive.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young."
This love has tortured you.
Oh dear.
And it tortures them.
There we go, now we can get through.
light within her when she has opened.
She is pure darkness.
Okay, wonder what's up there. First,
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed.
Why didn't she listen to him?
And for this,
She thought she could do it.
Huth is slain.
I hate how the little whispers talk over that guy talking as well.
You had that loved you. You squashed it, strangled it, flattened it.
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior.
You kill the things that are most precious.
Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go. And she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past. And Dillian. Her future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
Everything gets broken in the end.
You killed him with your love because he believed in you.
So it is, I guess it is the Viking, the old days, whatever. And she's just crazy. if that's the simple way of saying it.
Dillian doesn't know who killed him, but we do.
Ooh, she accidentally killed Dillian, her lover.
Look what happens to the things you love.
I see it already.
Wasting your
You have no time for this. Speed up.
These rooms mean nothing. It's all part of their game.
They've set you trials to distract you. Curse has claimed
Set you up,
Dillian.
and now they're going to watch you fall.
What if these trials mean nothing?
These guards laughing at you.
What if they take you no closer to Dillian?
That's Dillian, and you're letting this get in the way.
What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle?
The curse strangling you just like it strangled him.
Maybe we gotta change this now.
Does it feel like to be in love?
Already see it.
Do you remember what love feels like? What if they're all about wasting your time, just delaying minute by minute by minute? What does she think she's doing? You're special. She thinks she can.
They mean nothing.
What does it feel like to be in love? Special.
Waste of time.
Could all be a waste of her time.
What if the gods are laughing at her?
Messing with her.
It wouldn't be
this. Be the first time.
Do you remember the way he stroked your hair?
Do you remember the way he felt?
Here's another door. Gate. Oh shit. Okay, where's the next shape? Man, I'm not talking so much because this game's making me so relaxed. The music.
He saw who she could be.
He saw who she really was.
He saw the warrior within.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames.
Do you remember the smell of his
When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
Oh, wait, there we go.
Do you remember him whispering in your ear?
How do I get that shit.
Dillion didn't believe in the curse. Dillion believed in you.
I have to push it from the other side. How? Oh, wait. I didn't see this. Fuck.
Do you remember meeting him beneath the tree?
Guess we have to... We got no choice here.
The curse. And now the darkness is swallowing them
It's open now.
Nobody will love her now.
Can you remember what love feels like?
Look what happens to the
Bet you
things she
can't.
loves. She destroys the things she loves.
Okay, good. We can get across.
Do you know? Was it worth it?
You're still alive and Dillion's dead. He doesn't deserve to be dead.
How does that make you feel?
And we're good to go.
Do you remember the smell of his neck?
Here we go.
What if this is pointless?
What are you doing? Why did you think you could make
You keep seeing runes. You see runes everywhere.
Everywhere.
But what if they're not real?
What if they don't actually make sense?
If they're true, the gods were lying. If you think it makes sense, but really the gods are playing with you.
It makes sense in your mind, but it doesn't make sense in the
Worlds. The gods are, but it doesn't mean anything.
You can't read this language, you don't understand.
Sinbel was right.
You're wasting time.
You're cursed. You'll never succeed. Slow. Quicker.
The gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of Hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let Hel keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Do you remember the way he looked?
Actually surprised at how long the game is so far, considering how I play.
You have blood.
You are guilty.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, it's pretty long. It's good. It's not too short. Doesn't feel that short. But people will be bitching like they always do. Wow, the game's too fucking short. Well, you try and make a fucking game.
So you're it's on your
Cursed. You are guilty.
Was it worth it? Dillian! Dillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Sinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms,
No, she's not.
learned to see the world through his eyes.
She's steady. She can
Slowly,
do it.
the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Be quick. Be quick. Careful. Breathe.
Made it.
Be very, very careful.
You've come this far, don't let it slip away.
It's a narrow bridge. And there's a long way to fall. Where's he gone?
It's your fault. He's disappeared.
You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to the... Just gone to the water. He's drowned.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you
This is
pay?
pointless.
Gift
What if you're
you have.
wrong? What if this has nothing to do with the sword?
What if we're wrong?
The sword will never win.
Gift that makes you so special in my head.
What if this is the end?
Just
It's
another
just a
part
trick.
of the person I know.
It's just a pointless test.
You've been fooled before, you could be fooled again.
You're being tested.
I lived for the wilds
It's
to
just
protect
their
you
game
from
for
my
you. You never know which way it's going to go.
because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Alright, that was a little bit weird. It felt a little bit off using a real person, real acting into a video game. I always felt a bit off when they did that in video games. I don't know. It just feels weird. Like, remember Resident Evil? The intro with the real people, real actors? But, yeah, I don't know. That was a bit weird. Okay, we got another one, huh? I'm not sure if we have time to do another one. We got two more to do, actually. That one down there and this one. I'm just gonna go inside here and then I'm gonna end off the session, guys.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels...
What is this place?
This place feels... It's... creepy. It feels wrong. It feels strange. Where is it? Where are we? Turn back. This is wrong. This has to be wrong.
This place stinks.
It's disgusting.
It smells like death.
I can't breathe.
Can you smell the death?
It's too much.
Turn back.
Creepy. Alright, guys. That unfortunately we didn't finish the game in this session. I always try and guess it, but it's never right. But I do feel like we're definitely over halfway, that's for sure. But guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.